why did you decide to quit and go to Japan instead of, yeah, for example, like your other colleagues did, just do a
Mhm.
sabbatical for 6 months?
Right. That's a good question.
Mhm.
Um, I think one factor was that my my mini retirement was a bit longer than the typical sabbatical, I would say, which usually people go away for 6 to 12 months. Well, I
Mm.
was away for almost 2 years, and actually, by the when I started, when I left for Japan, I wasn't entirely sure how long I'm going to stay there. Like, yes, the plan is for a certain duration of time, but
Mm.
I might like extend, for example, and I want to keep that option open.
Mhm.
So that's why I choose to not like um, tell the company that I'm coming back. Yeah.
How long did you initially plan to go in the beginning?
In the beginning, it was so I'm taking a Japanese language course there, so it was just for the duration of the program, which there several length of the program, but I was aiming for 1.5 year roughly.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea because if you do a sabbatical, that it basically means that you're on extended leave at
Right.
your company, right? And
Yeah.
you promise like they promise you that they'll give you your job when you come back, but at the same time
Right.
you're also promising them that you'll come back, right? So if you
Right.
want to extend, you basically don't really have the option and the flexibility to extend, whereas in
Yeah.
your case you quit so you can basically do whatever you want, right?
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a big factor. And I guess I was at the point where I wasn't sure what I'm going to do next. Like I ended
Mm.
up doing game development by myself, right? And I did consider it even when by the time I was leaving for Japan. So yeah, I just want to be more flexible in that regards. And I guess just job security wise, I wasn't that worried considering how big of a demand in software engineers are these days. And uh, I cannot tell for sure, but I have the impression that even my old company would be gladly to take me back, even after that long trip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point because I'd imagine that many people who want to do this kind of thing, they might be concerned about, okay, once it's up, the time is up and I go back, what am I then going to do? Can I go back or can I
Right.
start where I left off after, I mean, after 6 months, perhaps yes, but after 2 years, like, will the industry accept me back again? And
Yeah.
yeah, that's a lot to consider, right? But it seems in your case, yeah, it worked out very
Yeah.
well.
I do think there's definitely upside to both scenarios, regardless whether like your old company takes you back or not. Because like on one hand, yes, it's you feel safe, right? Like, oh yeah, I have a job after I come back. But on the other hand, you'll have the same job when you're done with your mini retirement.
Yeah, that's
Where if you don't have that sort of safety net,
mm,
it I guess the situation just forces you to try other things, perhaps, right?
that's true.
Or
Yeah. Do you think if you went on a sabbatical instead
Mhm.
of quitting and then leaving it open indefinitely, like do you think the chances would be higher that you went back to your company instead of doing your own thing and developing your game?
I think so. Yeah. Um, I don't know for how long I will stay there, but I feel like I will definitely stay there at least for a while,
Hmm.
and then I'll need like that another chunk period of time where I need to like think about, okay, what am I going to do next, and that will probably take a while, right?
Yeah.
And then who knows when I'll start my game development project.